You know, it's like it's got stuff from The Thing, The Beyond, and Hellraiser. It's so many homages. It's insane, and it's just all practical effects.
As much as I love most of these movies that are coming out that are like jocking all over the dick of the '80s, it's time to be done doing that.
You think so?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's totally run its course, and I mean, it's
if it's done right, it's good.
Yeah,
so
sure,
I don't.
But
that's any genre almost, except for like.
It's not a genre. It's
well,
kind of.
It's becoming one.
Yeah, that's what. And that's what you're hinting at.
Yeah.
Well, like you said though before, Randy, like if you ever filmed a movie, you would have like influences of Finch and Cronenberg and stuff. So I think it's kind of the same thing with this.
Yeah, you would film something like Videodrome or something.
I'd probably reference the fuck out of Lynch and Cronenberg if I made a movie. So.
Yeah, so it's all just on our influences.
Your movie would probably be like The Attack of the Killer Cronenbergers or something.
But yeah, I highly recommend The Void. That movie was just fucking great. Probably the best movie I've seen this year.
Good. Well, I don't like high expectations go anything, but yeah, I'm watching it. Probably not.
I've been watching a shit ton of stuff.
There's a surprise.
I watched Luigi Cozzi's Contamination. I find it to be really underrated in the Italian horror stuff. It's like, it's not Fulci and it's not Martino and it's not Argento, so nobody talks about it. But it has a lot of great gore in it and like one of Goblin's best scores for sure.
And interesting take on the alien chestburster type.
Yeah,
style.
They did that effect to death for sure too. I mean, they must have done that. Like, what is that? Is it the dog?
Yeah, his tail hitting the box.
Jesus Christ! And then I watched that. It was like made for TV, but they decided it was too fucked up for TV. That Nightmares anthology, the one with like the video game segment with Emilio Estevez.
Yes.
And the segment with Lance Henriksen, that's basically like kind of a riff on Duel.
I'll need to see that. I heard it.
It's good. I like it a lot.
You said it was terrible on your Facebook post, though.
Well, I mean, it's like terrible, but it's like,
endearing.
Yeah, I mean, the video game segment is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's the worst graphics in video game history.
And the first segment is pretty cool. The whole fucking, like, keys in your back seat
thing. Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
And they were cool enough to get, like, Christina Rains and fucking William Sanderson to do that. Like, how did they get William Sanderson to play that one little role? It's crazy. I watched Reincarnation of Isabel, kind of a forgotten Italian horror flick about a religious cult that sacrifices women to their pagan idol.
Sounds interesting, actually.
It is. It's really gory, really cool. Lots of tits, like lots of tits.
Nice.
I watched Something Weird, the H.G. Lewis acid trip horror film.
See, I always thought Something Weird was a compilation thing.
Well, there is a Something Weird trailer reel.
Yeah, that's what I always thought.
But there's also, I mean, the company named itself after the H.G. Lewis movie Something Weird. It's definitely one of his more atypical films. It's not one of his gore movies. It doesn't really fit in with like his nasty, sleazy movies. It's just a weird, like,
It's just something weird.
Yeah, it's just something weird. I watched the Hammer movie, Frankenstein Created Woman. It's one of the better ones,
Is that the one with Udo Kier?
No, that's the Joe D'Alessandro, Andy Warhol, Flesh for Frankenstein.
Oh, okay.
I watched Mountain of the Cannibal God, the Martino cannibal movie with Stacy Keach and Ursula Andress, and the pig fucking. That's a good one. Hell of the Living Dead. It's basically like a rip-off of Dawn of the Dead and Fulci Zombie with lots of stuff lifted from, lots of goblin music lifted from other movies and lots of stock footage. But it's really great. Theater of Blood, the Vincent Price movie.
Nice.
We got it.
Scream and Scream Again, the Vincent Price movie. Mars Attacks, one of my favorite Tim Burton movies.
Movie's great.
Combat Shock, the trauma take on like Taxi Driver meets Eraserhead. It's like a splash of street trash. You ever seen that one?
Mm-mm.
Oh, it's like really, really, really good. Really good. I went on like a bit of a Godzilla bender.
Me too.
Yeah, my Godzilla bender was inspired by you. I watched Godzilla Godzilla vs. Megaguirus.
That's what I watched.
Godzilla vs. Space Godzilla. Godzilla vs. Destroya. Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. I watched that Joe Dante movie, Matinee. That movie fucking rules. It doesn't get nearly the amount of attention that it should.
I remember seeing that when I was younger, but I don't remember much from it besides John Goodman.
Joe Dante just makes, like, some of the best, like, kid movies, you know?
Right.
Like, between Gremlins and The Burbs and Matinee, the guy did some of the best stuff. I watched the second, third, fourth, and fifth Planet of the Apes movies. Those
Nice.
Those are all awesome. Beneath the Planet of the Apes is actually, like, dark and nihilistic and, like, just depressing and bleak.
That's the ones with the mutant humans living underground?
Yeah, the one where they're, like, all worshipping the atomic bomb.
Yep.
It's fucking so good. I watched Texas Chainsaw Massacres and Next Generation.
Nice.
I don't know why everybody fucking makes fun of that movie.
It sucks.
No, I do know why everybody makes fun of it.
It's so bad, but it's entertaining.
Leatherface and drag.
That's cool as fuck.
I don't want to see him like that. I don't mind. I like.
Leatherface dresses up like a pretty lady in the first movie. He just does it in men's clothes.
Yeah.
He puts on makeup at the
That
dinner
is true.
scene. It's like a weird, perverse 90s take on the franchise. I think it's good. I actually like it more every time I watch it.
I just remember Renee Zellweger's screams. Oh god, she's so horrible.
McConaughey is so fucking just like, he's just unhinged and over the top, and he doesn't give a fuck about how stupid he looks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
McConaughey was fun in that movie.
I mean, he gives a performance like a guy that doesn't realize he's going to be the top of the fucking Hollywood food chain soon.
Yeah. Win an Oscar for AIDS. That's a fucking. That's his fucking staple now.
I watched Night of the Demons 3. Never seen that one before. It was a lot of fun, lots of cool effects. Not nearly as good as the first.
There's some Morbid Angel songs in that or something there, isn't there?
I don't remember. I know that there was like
Maybe that was 2.
some metal in there. I had another little mini Godzilla bender. I watched Godzilla vs. Gigan, Godzilla vs. Hedorah, and King Kong vs. Godzilla.
nice.
I watched parts of ABCs of Death. I watched Kong Skull Island. That was
That movie's so
really,
good.
really, really cool. Especially the after the credits bit.
Yeah, I was going to say, just make sure to stay for that after credits part, because holy shit.
I watched, in preparation for the podcast and in keeping with the theme of the podcast, I watched Jigoku and Kuroneko, 2 other Japanese Criterion horror films that we're not covering tonight, but that are both awesome and that you should watch. Jigoku being like one of the very first films to feature extreme gore. Even like before H.G. Lewis. It was in like 1960, I think. So,
Really?
yeah. Really cool depiction of hell and the afterlife in Jigoku, and Kuroneko is like a cool ghost story. I watched Hello Mary Lou Prom Night 2.
Movie is so
It's like-
fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's like incredibly entertaining.
Way better than the
Wait,
original.
yeah, it's one of those sequels that's better than the original, big time. And it's not horror, but I'm going to mention it anyway. I watched Last Temptation of Christ. It's like one of Scorsese's best and most underrated films. I don't know why people don't... Like, everybody's so fixated with Goodfellas and Casino, and you got the lunkheads that think like Gangs of New Yorkers and The Departed are his best movie, and just it's one of the ones that always gets overlooked.
Yeah, I've never seen that one, but I've heard good things.
Oh man, your mosquitoes are killing me, dude.
I haven't felt one or seen one.
There's this one that's just...
Oh, no, right when you said that. There's one right there.
What have you been watching, Ken?
Oh, you're all done?
Yeah.
Okay. I watched Devil's Candy the other night.
How was that?
I liked it. Ethan Embry has actually contributed to horror recently. I mean, was that one with David Koechner where they're paying him to fucking like kill each other? What was that called again?
Oh, Cheap Thrills?
Cheap Thrills. He did a Masters of Horror segment. The only thing Ethan Embry should keep his shirt on, because all I start doing is like contemplating my own mortality and how I'm not taking care of my body. Just keep your shirt on. I feel terrible. He's fucking ripped, like, all of a sudden. He was that kid in
Empire Records.
Empire Records, right?
God, I hate that movie so
No,
much.
yeah, it sucks, but he was just like a scrawny kid. Now he's like ripped and shit. I'm like, damn it, man. Like, I'm not doing anything with my life or my body. I liked it. That fucking guy from Identity, the big fat guy, the main story guy. He's in this. He's fucking brilliant psycho. Dude, he's so fucking evil and psychotic in this movie.
Yeah, I'd seen the trailer with him, and he does look goddamn creepy.
There's like some fucking Pantera riffs and By Demons Be Driven's playing and some fucking Metallica, just like generic metal going on in the background. Yeah, it's all based around like metal, pretty much.
Huh. Right, about to say, but I believe this is the one that was directed by the same guy that did Loved Ones, right?
Oh, I don't know.
I think
is
so.
It? Okay,
that would be cool. Loved Ones is awesome.
Yeah, that was good. I also did a Kaiju because I branched out from Godzilla and I watched Daimajin or whatever, 1966.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
Oh, it's really fucking psychedelic and creepy. There's 3 of them. The dude looks so weird. He's like a gargoyle looking guy. I watched Godzilla, the same one you watched from the 1990. I can't remember the name of the monster. Megaguirus. I can't fucking pronounce that ever. That was really cool. I watched Godzilla vs. the Thing, which is Mothra. That was cool. And my favorite one so far was Destroy All Monsters.
That's the best.
Yeah, Destroy All Monsters was so fantastic.
Cool.
The only ones that really give that one a run for its money are 85.
I tried to watch that with
Raymond Burr.
Raymond Burr, yeah. I tried to watch it. I couldn't find it.
That one's really good. All Out Monsters Attack is amazing. Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah from the early 2000s is like one of the best ones.
I had no idea there was so many fucking Godzilla movies.
Yeah, there's like 40 some.
No, I knew there was a lot, but from the 90s to the 2000s.
Oh yeah, that's when they did. I mean, aside from the original run, that was like the busiest period.
Yeah, I was like shocked.
It was like the 90s through the
There's
early 2000s.
only a few between like late 70s, early 80s. There's only a few.
Yeah, the 70s is when they kind of gave up, and then 85 was like the first one again, and then they didn't do much of anything until the 90s.
Yeah. So the 85 version of Godzilla is good?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Awesome.
That's probably, in my opinion, like the coolest looking that Godzilla ever was.
Oh, yeah.
What about the Shin Godzilla? Was that good?
Yeah, that was cool.
Sweet. Oh, you got blood everywhere.
Yeah, that's probably mine. Be sure to watch Godzilla vs. Hedorah. That one's like super weird and trippy. Like it was made in the 70s, and it's like really weird and psychedelic, and lots of weird animated segments and fucking trippy music and stuff.
Then I also watched Skull Island, and I didn't like it.
What? Really?
No, it was Hollywood all over it. It's like, let's do a fucking classic rock song into a montage about how badass all these characters are. It's like fucking, it's like, dude, serious. And then John Goodman's there for the paycheck. I don't even know why he needed to play that character.
I thought he did good with that.
I mean, there's no way you could do bad or good with that character.
Right. What did you stay for the stinger at the end?
Yeah, because I was told that it's almost preluding into Godzilla and Mothra and all that shit. So yeah, I did. And
there were a lot of cliche plot devices, and like you're not wrong about the music and the montages, but
Skull Island is the.
I didn't give a fuck about the human characters.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying Skull Island is.
Yeah, the monster stuff was all awesome.
Yeah.
And I was going to ask, did you guys notice the
Cannibal Apocalypse?
Cannibal Holocaust?
Cannibal Holocaust, yeah.
Oh,
the giant spider that was walking through that pierced the guy through the mouth?
Oh, okay.
That was purposely a nod to Cannibal Holocaust, which I thought was awesome.
Yeah, that was a cool thing that happened in that movie. Other than that, I didn't really. Samuel Jackson, I didn't think was fucking. I thought he was shit.
I liked him. I liked his little fucking Captain Ahab.
Yeah, his obsession.
Because that's all he was Ahab. You know?
Yeah. I watched a couple porns.
Anything good?
Daddy's Meat Part 2 or something. That was.
I met a woman with the last name Lovelace the other day.
Okay.
Nice.
You know, like Linda Lovelace.
Yeah, did you test out her skills? Like
no, she was really old.
Okay. Ugh. Well, that might have been her.
Linda Lovelace is dead.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. Daddy's Meat 2. There's like there's potholes, buttholes,
he's still going.
Cunt holes.
What's the pothole?
Like seriously, you're just gonna let that guy do that to you? Like, I don't know, whatever. And you didn't.
Jesus Christ.
They didn't even fucking know character development at all.
And you yelled at Scott for not keeping it to horror.
Well, I mean, okay, the guy